Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's Danielle. I'm so excited to be on here doing our spa session tonight with Emily. I'm going to give you guys a second to hop on. And you might have noticed that I'm actually going live with something called StreamYard, which allows me to be with you guys here on Facebook in the group. But it also is allowing me to be, what's going on here? I got lipstick, sorry. It's also allowing me to be on YouTube because one of the girls was not able to get into Facebook. So because of StreamYard that I'm using, I'm going to have you guys do me a favor and just click the link right above this live that you're watching. And it says, click here to give StreamYard permission. So click that so I can see your name, okay? Because if you don't do that when you comment, it just says Facebook user and I have no idea who you are, okay? So click that so that when you comment, I know who's watching. I'm gonna give you guys a second to do that. And then once you've done that, say hello so I know who's here with me. And okay, so we have a couple people watching. Yay. Okay. So you guys, I want to just thank you for being on tonight and supporting Emily. I'm so excited to treat everybody. So I want you guys to take a minute, comment, tell me where you're watching from, say hello, tell me how you know Emily, tell me what you love about her, tell me what has been the best part about your day today or the best thing about your weekend. I know a lot of people had a long weekend. So tell me. I was excited because I got to go to do a bridal show yesterday, which was so fun. I haven't done one in person in a long time, and I just loved meeting everybody. Like, for any of you that have been married or are planning a wedding, you know, it's just like a fun time in people's lives. So that was super fun. I got to do that yesterday. And I got to celebrate one of my really good girlfriends had her baby shower this weekend. So those were two things that were actually really fun for me. And I'm really excited to be on here tonight and to treat everybody. And so as you guys are hopping on, I just want to make sure that you have what you need. So you should have all gotten your sample packet in the mail, okay? And in your sample packet, you should have all of these goodies. So you should have a strip of pink packets. I'm going to explain what all this is, okay? And then you should have like a white one with a green stripe, two like darker pink ones stuck together, and then a light pale pink one, okay? So you should have all those samples. I would recommend either like setting yourself up next to the sink or grab like a little dish of water and some face cloths, a towel so that you have that. And then you're going to want something to write with. So grab yourself like a pen or a pencil. And then you should also have this little sheet that came in your pamper pack, okay? If for some reason you did not get a pamper pack because maybe it got stuck in the mail or we didn't get connected or I don't know, for whatever reason, if you don't have it for some reason, you can totally still follow along tonight. I will send you one so that you can, you know, treat your skin after, okay? And if you don't have this sheet, I'm going to walk through what's on here so you can just make this on a piece of paper. You're going to want this because completing this tonight qualifies you for a gift card. Okay. So pay attention, stay on with me to the end so you can get your gift card. If you're watching the replay, it is Monday night about 8:00 Eastern. Okay. If you're watching the replay, you have till midnight on Tuesday night to watch the replay and you can still qualify for your gift card. Okay. So if you're watching a replay, just comment replay so that I know that. Okay. So let me just see who's here. Okay. So you guys, all right, you've got to click. So when you're watching the video, so I know you guys are commenting, but I don't know who's who. When you're watching this video, okay, go to the actual like post for the video and click. There's a little line that just says, click here to give StreamYard permission. Just click on it and it should actually fix it so I can see your names. Because right now it's just saying Facebook user, but I'm assuming we've got Emily's mom on because she said I gave birth to her. It's a good reason to know her. Okay, awesome. Emily cooked dinner for somebody tonight. Yay. I love friends like that. Anybody who can, my husband knows like that's my like sixth love language is feeding me. If you cook for me and you feed me food, I will love you forever. Okay. I really like to eat. So it's working well for me right now because I'm pregnant. Okay. All right, so hopefully we have everything that we need. What I'm going to have you guys do is go ahead and open up all your packets. If you need scissors, go ahead and grab those so that you're not having to like tear these open with your teeth once we get started. That's not really fun. So go ahead and open up all your packets. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do the pamper session with you. So I'll actually be putting everything on my skin so you can follow right along with me, okay? And tonight is all about treating you. My hope is that you have fun, you learn something about your skin, and then we're done. You feel amazing and you're excited, okay? And just know that none of us ever need great skincare or makeup to be beautiful or handsome or any of that kind of stuff, right? But having really excellent products, like taking really good care of ourselves, it builds our confidence, right? Like it makes us feel good when we do something that's good for ourselves. So that's really what tonight is about, okay? Is doing something good for you and taking care of you, because we all deserve to do that. And I feel like self-care is like a buzzword, but it is really important that we take time to take care of ourselves, because if we don't take good care of ourselves, we're no good to anybody else. So that is what tonight is all about. It's like treating you and taking good care of your skin. So you're going to learn a lot about skin. I'm going to give you a quick intro to the products, tell you a little bit about what is in everything that we're going to be using, and then we're going to get like right into it. Okay. So hopefully you guys have everything that you need. If anybody has questions, feel free to just comment in the chat. I almost forgot to tell you. I'm going to do a free product giveaway. And so comment along and interact with me. I'm going to do this a lot tonight because I talk with my hands. So comment along and interact with me, because I don't like talking to myself. It's way more fun to talk to you. And so the more you comment and interact, the more entries you're going to get into the giveaway. So be sure that you're commenting. Okay. And you can still get entries for the replay. So no worries. And then this little guy, I'm going to explain how this works in a minute. So first thing you're going to do is on the left-hand side is all your contact information. So your name, email address, phone number, mailing address, and then your birthday. And I'll explain what that's for. But I do a lot of specials for you in your birthday month. So write down your birthday. If you don't want to put your year, that's okay. That's your business. But put your birthday and month, okay? And then over here, we're going to explain this later, okay? So you can fill this part out, I'm sure, very quickly. And then I'll explain what we're going to do with the other side of it. But you're going to want this because it's going to get you a gift card. Okay. So tonight, we're going to really feature one of our most popular skincare lines. So we have 6 different skincare lines. We have many different lines that are like unisex. We have lines for women. We have lines for men. We have a lot of different options. Okay. And I share that with you because we can't use every line tonight, or like your head would be spinning. Okay. So we're going to start with probably our most popular skincare line. And then I'm going to show you some additional options as we go through, but just know that my whole goal and focus is to help you customize. So if you try something that you're excited about, or I show you a product that you're interested in, or maybe you get started using this skincare line and it's not the exact right fit, we will tweak and customize specifically for you. So our goal is to eliminate the product graveyard that you have at home, or maybe you have drawers and cabinets full of stuff that doesn't work for you. Okay. So just know that if you try something tonight and you're like, oh, my skin feels amazing, I definitely want to get this product, there is no obligation you purchase anything. But if you decide to purchase something, everything has 100% money back guarantee. And that's really important, because with skincare, and I was having a conversation with one of you today about just, challenges with your skin. With skincare, sometimes a lot of it comes down to trial and error. We're not always going to know 100% how something works for our skin until we've used it long enough to really see the effects. And most skincare lines take about 12 weeks. Luckily, the line we're using tonight, you'll see results in the first 4 weeks, which is actually really fast. Okay. But anyway, my whole point in that is that if you try something and it's not the right fit for you, you can swap or exchange with me until you get the perfect combination, or you can return it for a full refund. And there's no limit on that. So always be honest. Okay. If you don't love it, I want to know. But everything we're using tonight is water-based, botanically based. All the ingredients come from plants. Everything is non-comedogenic, which is just a fancy way of saying it's not going to clog up your pores. Everything is hypoallergenic. It's dermatologist tested. It's tested for skin sensitivities, fragrance-free, like everything you'd want in a good regimen for your skin. Okay. And we hold everything to European standards, which is something I'm really proud of, because I don't know if you guys know this. You can comment and tell me if you do. But in Europe, they have banned over 1,400 ingredients, from food products, cosmetics, drugs. So there's over 1,400 ingredients that are not allowed to be used in Europe. And in the US, guess how many of those we have banned? Less than 30. And so I share that with you because all Mary Kay's products are manufactured here in the US. Everything's made right in Dallas, Texas. But we follow European standards because they're the highest standard in the world for safety of ingredients. So if you are using any Mary Kay, you can always feel really confident to know you're not using any harmful chemicals. We do not use any ingredients banned anywhere in the world. And Mary Kay puts the product through, I don't know if you saw my post on this in the group, but like literally thousands and thousands of tests a year. And they're way ahead of They're way ahead of a lot of different agencies when it comes to discontinuing ingredient usage or finding more like ethical ingredient sourcing, all that kind of stuff. So you can feel really good. Okay. All right. So finally, how we're going to use this sheet. You should see that there's this little like tic-tac-toe on there. Do you guys see that little tic-tac-toe? It looks like a hashtag or a number sign. Okay. So as we're going through, anytime that you try a product that you're like, ooh, I have to have this in my life, or tell me more, I want to know more about it, you're going to write down the name of the product in one of those little squares. Okay. And don't worry if you get the name correct. Like I make up half the names of the products anyway. So whatever you think it's called is perfect. I will know what you're talking about, but write down the name of the product. And then at the end, I'm going to actually have you take a picture of this sheet. So you'll just snap a photo with your phone and then you're going to message it to me for a gift card. Okay. So that's what we're going to do with this. Okay. Yay. Okay, Sarah. Sarah, I can see you. Sarah Higby, I can see you commenting. It's working through Facebook. So yay. And Sarah, I think you're the only one who got your name to show. So good work. Okay. All right. Awesome. So that's what we're going to do with that little sheet. If you guys have questions, you just comment and let me know. I will do my best to stay on top of the comments. Okay. All right, so let's get to washing your face. So this little strip of packets that you have is our Time-Wise 3D skincare line. This is what we're going to use tonight. So this is probably our most popular and universal line because it kind of covers all your bases. If you're age 20 or over, which I think everybody is, and if you're not, there's nothing in this that's harmful. It's just got extra good things that you might not need yet. Okay, but if you're age 20 or over, you actually want to be using age fighting, like believe it or not, okay? Because our skin starts aging way younger than most of us realize. So we're going to talk about that, okay? And it doesn't mean that if you are 20 right now, you look like you're aging, okay? We're going to prevent, okay? But this line is really designed for anybody who's 20 or over, and we have different formulas based on your skin type. So for people with more oily skin or combination skin, we have a formula for you. If you have more normal skin or dry skin, we have a formula for you. So it kind of covers all the bases and it's super fast and easy. Like tonight, we're going to talk through it. We're going to play with some other treatments because we're doing a spa night. But on a day-to-day basis, this literally would take you like 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night. It's really, really fast, okay? It combines 5 skincare steps that you want to do every day into just 2 products. That's one of the reasons why it's so fast. So every day we want to cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize, and protect. That's a lot for most people morning and night. And so what Mary Kay did was they took the first 3 steps and they put into the cleanser. So it cleanses, exfoliates, and tones. And then there's an added benefit of a vitamin B3, which is like a really powerful antioxidant. So it's a skin brightener. It actually evens out your skin tone. It brightens your skin, but then it also protects and shields your skin from all the environmental damage. So that's why this is called a 4-in-1 cleanser, because it's cleansing, exfoliating, toning, and brightening. Like, who can get excited about that? I love multitasking products. You can tell I talk kind of fast, so I don't like to spend a lot of time in the bathroom. And then in the morning, you put your day cream on, and that has your other 2 steps, and that's literally all 5 steps in 2 products. So awesome. Okay. Now, if you want or need the steps separated out, we totally have that in other lines, okay? But we're going to start tonight with this. So I want you to find your 4-in-1 cleanser, and this is where we're going to start. So all you need to do is grab your face cloth that's wet, or splash your face in the sink and get your face wet. I'm probably just going to do the bottom half of my face. I just got off another event. So I like have a full face of makeup on, which is not normal for me. And so just to make it easy, I'm going to do the bottom half of my face. All right. So you only need like a pea-sized amount of cleanser. A little bit really goes a long way. And then you're just going to massage this into your skin. We always want to go up with our skincare. Do you know why? Because gravity always pulls down and we don't need to help that. It's like a little facelift. So we go up and out. Okay. And the cleanser that I'm using tonight is for normal to dry skin. So it's creamy. I actually have combination skin, but this one is easier to see on camera. So I'm using it for you guys, because I love you that much. Okay. So you'll notice it's creamy if you have normal to dry skin. If you have more combination or oily skin, your cleanser is going to be like a clear gel. Okay. And if you're putting it on and it's not spreading really easily, add water, because this is very concentrated. I find this cleanser lasts most people about 6 months, because a little bit really goes a long way. So if you are having a hard time spreading it, add some water. It will really spread really, really well. And you're just going to apply this all over the face. Avoid your eyes, because we don't want to exfoliate our eyeballs. And then you're going to rinse everything. Okay. Before I take mine off though, I'm going to show you the best way to clean your skin. So tonight we're using like our hands and a cloth just because that's easy to do. But the best way to clean your skin is actually to use an electric cleansing brush. Does anybody use one, or has anybody tried one before? Anybody? I don't know who said that, but you're trying to wash your face while eating cheese and pepper jelly. Well, don't get any pepper jelly in your eye. Especially if it's spicy, but that sounds delicious and sticky. 112. I don't think anybody's 112. You're good. You're good. But if you are, more power to you. My goal is to live to 120. So, all right. But you guys, if you have used a cleansing brush, you know how amazing these are. Okay. Catherine has, Sarah has. Okay. Awesome. If you've never used one, I get it. Like I was really skeptical. This bow is ridiculous, isn't it? It's like casting a shadow on my face. I'm distracted by myself, but I was nervous to use one of these because I was picturing it being like an electric sander on my face, right? If you can picture that. So what I love about this one is it's actually a sonic vibration. So I'm just going to show you in the camera. Watch when this turns on. Can you see that? Okay, you can probably barely see it moving because it's not spinning, it's a sonic vibration. So it works the same way as a sonic hair toothbrush. And it cleans your skin 4 times better than just using your hands or using a cloth. And if any of you have struggled with breakouts, especially maskne, anything on the surface from like just getting clogged pores, this has saved my skin over the last 2 years, and it's so gentle. I don't know if you can see, the bristles are like super, super soft. So literally all you do is you put some cleanser on your face, you get your skin wet, you turn this on, it vibrates for a minute, and then you rinse it off. It's like the easiest thing ever. You don't have to think. I love that you plug it in. There's no batteries, and it's waterproof. So you can take it between the sink, the shower, and obviously the head comes off. So you can replace this every couple months, or if you live with somebody and you guys want to share the same machine, like the same brush, you can just swap out the head and have your own brush, or have one brush for the both of you. And then this massager attachment is the coolest thing because this actually, you can use to massage in serums from like your chest to your forehead. Okay. And it relaxes the muscles in your face. We have over 40 muscles in our face. And the reason we get expression lines is usually not a skin issue. It's actually usually a muscle fatigue. So kind of, it works the same way Botox works, right? Botox actually, you're injecting a toxin, which doesn't sound too fun, but it relaxes the muscles in the face, which relaxes the lines. And that's how this works. So this actually helps to relax the facial muscles. It also brings blood flow to the surface of the skin. It makes your skin really glowy. So I'm obsessed with this. So if you don't have a good brush, our sonic brush is awesome. If you have one, use the one you have. Okay. All right. So hopefully by now everybody has gotten their cleanser off their face and your skin is probably feeling like super soft and clean and ready for the next step. And of course, if I wasn't talking at you, you just put this on your face, take it off, you'd be ready to go. Right. And you just cleansed, exfoliated, toned, and brightened all in one step. Okay. Now in your pack, you should also have this dark pink packet. There's like 2 of them stuck together. And this is the microdermabrasion. And you can look on there. It says microdermabrasion refine and then pore minimizer. So microdermabrasion refine and then pore minimizer. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. If you don't have a lot of water, I'm going to recommend that you just do this on the back of your hand. If you have access to a sink or a shower, I promise I won't jump in the shower on here, but if you have access to a sink or shower, I would recommend that so that if you want to use it on your face, you can rinse really easily. But if you don't have access to a lot of water for tonight, just try this on the back of one of your hands and not the other. You're going to be able to see the difference and then try it on your skin later on your face. Okay. So microdermabrasion, has anybody had a professional treatment done? If you have, comment and tell me what your experience was, because this is microdermabrasion is normally something you're going to have to go to a dermatologist's office or a spa to have done. This is obviously one you can use at home. But what's unique about it is it's a very deep exfoliation and cleansing for your skin. So it actually removes the top 2 layers of skin, which sounds really scary, but it's not. It's just dead skin. You don't do this every day. This is something you do like once or twice a week, but literally it is like instant gratification. It will make your face feel like a baby's butt. I'm not even kidding you, like crazy soft. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our skin very wet. You want your skin really, really wet for this. So again, if you can splash your face in the sink or you can hop in the shower, go for it. Okay. And then you're just going to take about a nickel or quarter size amount of the refine, okay, which is the exfoliating step. And then very, very gently, you're going to massage this into the skin. You don't need to use a lot of muscle for this. The product works on its own, so be very gentle. But the crystals in here, you can probably feel, they're a rounded alumina oxide crystal, which is the same. Okay, who said that they use the Mary Kay one and love it? Because I can't see your names, you guys. You're all Facebook user to me. You're all the same. But the crystals in here are rounded alumina oxide crystal. So the edges are rounded, so they won't do any damage to the skin or create any little micro tears. Oh, hi, Emily. But they do a really good job of getting in there and doing a really, really deep exfoliation and cleansing, okay? So this is going to help to clear out the pores. It is one of the best things you can do to prevent and get rid of fine lines on the skin. And it's going to make all of your products more effective because all the dead layers of skin will be gone, okay? So once you've rubbed that around for like a minute or two, you can go ahead and rinse it again. If you're doing this on the back of one of your hands, I'm just going to show you the difference in my skin on my hand because it is really crazy. Like my hand will look 10 years younger on the hand that I exfoliate than the other hand. It's really unreal. Let's see. Okay, I was just looking to see if we had any questions. Who's doing this on the back of their hand? I want to see the difference that you guys are noticing. So if you're doing it on your hand, rub it around for like a minute or two, rinse it, and then we're going to put the pore minimizer on your hand, but we will not do the pore minimizer on your face because what we just did with the microdermabrasion is we like opened up your pores. We got rid of the buildup around the edge of your pores, and we're going to put a charcoal mask on. So we want to leave those pores open. So we will do the pore minimizer on your face later. Okay. Yes. Isn't it awesome? It's awesome. Okay. It's like a soft sand. I know it sounds terrible when we say like sandpaper or sand, but it's really gentle. But it has an incredible impact on your skin. It literally is like brand new. Okay, you did it on your face. Yay. Okay. So if you did the exfoliation on your face, hold off on the pore minimizer. Wait for that one. If you already did it on your face, don't stress. But if you can hold off on doing the pore minimizer in your face, hold off, okay? Because what the pore minimizer does, this serum is basically going to tighten up the band around the opening of the pore, and it will like seal them shut kind of. And that's what we want because we want the texture. That's going to help the texture of our skin to be a whole lot smoother. So if you've ever put foundation on and you feel like immediately like you see every little pore and bump and line and all of that, the microdermabrasion is like the best thing you can do to basically like resurface your face, smooth it all out. And then the pore minimizer is going to tighten those pores right up and make it all super, super smooth. Okay. So look at the back of my hands. So the hand that I have my ring on is the hand that I did the microdermabrasion, and I did not do it on the other hand. Can you guys see the difference in the texture of my skin? It's a little hard to see on camera, but like this hand looks like an old lady hand. It's crazy. And the difference in the brightness and the redness, it's crazy. Okay, so that was just one use. All right, so hopefully your skin is feeling like super crazy soft. We are going to move on to your charcoal mask. So that is the white packet with the green stripe. Okay, so white packet with green stripe. And you can just use your fingers to apply this all over your face. Avoid the eyes and the lips, but you can put it everywhere else. I'm actually going to use our mask applicator, which is like a little silicone spatula. And I love the mask applicator because it just allows you to put the mask where you want it. She just made you feel her face. I love that. Yeah, that's the only danger with the microdermabrasion is after you do it, you just want to like walk around all day and touch your face because it's so soft. But like we don't want to put our hands on our face if we can help it. Okay. So this charcoal mask, you guys, is basically like a super deep detox for your pores. Okay. So we just cleared our pores with all the, getting all the junk and the buildup around the pores cleared out. And so now they're like wide open and available for the charcoal mask. And if you've ever done a charcoal mask that was a peel off, or if you've seen videos online of people like screaming as they're, peeling their mask off their face and whoops, like they accidentally wax an eyebrow or something, that would be me. That is not how this works. Okay. This one does not peel off. So it's super gentle. You're not going to be accidentally waxing anything off your face. You're not going to be screaming as you take it off. It comes off like a clay mask. So it's really gentle. Okay. So we're going to put this on and leave it on for about 10 minutes. We're going to talk about some other things while this is drying. But while you have your mask on, I want you to take a selfie with your mask on And when we're done with the live, I'm going to have you post your selfie picture in the group, and I'm going to do a giveaway from the selfies. Best selfie gets a product from me. So be sure that you take your selfie. Okay. Do you see how little charcoal mask stays on the applicator? So you're not wasting it. This bottle's 30 uses. It's pretty awesome. So what is in the charcoal mask? Let me tell you a little bit about it while we have it on. So there's obviously some aromatherapy, which you can probably smell as you're putting it on, right? It's got peppermint, spearmint, rosemary, honeysuckle. And then there are two different kinds of clays. There is a bentonite clay and a kaolin clay, which are primarily known for their antibacterial properties. They also help with absorbing extra oil. So as this dries, because it has the clays in it, it's going to go from this like dark gray, kind of wet texture to a light gray. It's going to be like dry and hard and tight, just like a traditional clay mask would. Okay. And then there is a navy bean extract in here, which is actually something you're not going to find in any other charcoal mask because it's an ingredient that Mary Kay patented. And the navy bean extract will actually help to even skin tone, get rid of dark spots, and like brighten your complexion, which is something we all want, right? And then there is charcoal. And charcoal is really like the star of the show here, right? And the charcoal is an activated charcoal. So it's heated. It becomes really porous. And it binds 2 times its own weight in toxins and impurities. So it acts like a magnet, sticks to all the junk in your pores and pulls it all out. And that sounds really gross, and it kind of is, but this mask is really like grossly satisfying. You're going to love it. Okay, so we're going to leave this on. You're going to start to see it actually working. Before we take it off, I'll show you all the fun junk on my face. And so I'll show you how it's working, okay? So we're going to just let it dry, and I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about a couple things. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about who we are in Mary Kay. I'll tell you my story really quickly because I think it's so important to know the company behind the products, right? Like we have a lot of influence with what we choose to purchase. If you've ever heard the term that we vote with our dollar, right? It's because what we're buying is what we support. So I always think it's important to know the company behind the products. So I'll tell you a little bit about the company. I'll tell you a little bit about me because we're all kind of meeting for the first time. And then I am also going to share with you a couple other products that I think, just based on conversations with some of you ahead of time, that you might want to hear about. And if you have specific requests for anything you want me to talk about or questions, let me know. But I do want to just quickly tell you a little bit about who we are, because I don't know how many of you have used Mary Kay before. If you have, I know some of you have never used it. If you have used Mary Kay in the past, tell me what you've used and what you loved the most, like what product you've loved the most. But I do want to let you know, we've been in business now for almost 60 years. The company was actually started in 1963 by a woman named Mary Kay Ash. That's why we're called Mary Kay. And she was actually a retired grandmother when she started the company. And she did not start Mary Kay because she was looking to make a boatload of money or because she even had a product that she wanted to sell. She honestly started the company because she felt that she wanted to create an opportunity where women had a safe place to grow into a better version of themselves. And she was somebody who always felt that people had so much more potential. They just needed an opportunity to be able to live out that potential. And specifically for women at that time, and I think still today, more than ever, she also believed that women needed opportunities where they could live according to their priorities, putting their faith in their life first, whatever their faith is, their family second, and their career third. And she felt that if you live your life with those priorities in order, everything else will fall into place. And so that was why she started the company. And that was, 1963 with like 7 of her family and friends and her life savings at that time of $5,000 in the Dallas, Texas area. And now almost 6 years later, we have expanded to over 40 markets around the world. We're still a US-based company. All the products are made here in the US. And that's where our company headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. And we're still a private family-run company. So Mary Kay's grandson, granddaughter, great-granddaughter run the company, as well as our charitable organization. And Mary Kay is really focused on just giving back and making a positive impact in really any and every way that we can, because that was something that was so important to Mary Kay. She always believed that the more you have, the more abundance you have, the more wealth you have. It just means you have more of an opportunity to make an impact, right? And so the company is always looking for ways that they can do things to just give back and make a positive impact in a lot of different ways, And in addition to that, they're also looking for ways that we can be more sustainable, like environmentally as we're doing business, ways we can be responsible and ethical in our practices, in our, like I said, ingredient sourcing, all of that kind of stuff. And it's really at like every level of the company. And then we also have a charitable organization, like I was mentioning, and that focuses on two main causes. One is to eradicate domestic violence in the US against women and children. And then the other is to fund independent research that leads to treatments and cures for cancers that affect women. And we've actually given over $80 million to those two causes in the last 20 years, which is pretty cool. So that's just like a little bit about who we are in our culture. And you guys, I started my business, it'll be 15 years. 15 years. I can't even believe it's been that long, but I started my business almost 15 years ago. Fresh out of college, I was planning to go to medical school, decided not to do that for a lot of reasons. I never thought about doing something like this ever in a million years. It was like completely outside my wheelhouse. I just knew I wanted to be doing something that was like not traditional. I didn't want to be like at a desk all day in an office. I wanted to be interacting with people. I wanted to make a difference for people. And like I said, I was planning to go to medical school, and I fell into this in the meantime because I was working, trying to pay off my student loans, get ready for more loans. I had moved back home with my parents, if you've ever been there. So I was living in Massachusetts at the time, and I worked 2 full-time jobs. I was training to be an EMT at night, and I just like had no time to myself. And even though I was running as fast as I could, I was really honestly like barely making ends meet between my college loans and all my bills and all the things. And I remember at that point, barely 23 years old, feeling like, oh my gosh, like there's got to be something different because I'm running as fast as I can and I'm not seeing a lot of progress. And most of the people I spent every day with at work were kind of in the same place, and they've been there for like many years. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to get stuck here. Like, this is not how I see my life in the next 5 to 10 years. And I don't want to be someone who's like complaining and negative and stressed and all of that, because that was what was kind of around me all the time. And so I went to a career expo in Boston. I met a woman who introduced me to Mary Kay, and she has a whole long story, but I was just so impressed by her attitude and her energy. She had left a corporate executive position as a single mom where she made well over a 6-figure income to do this full time instead. And I just didn't understand how she earned the money that she earned or any of that. And I didn't really care about the details at that point. Her energy, she was so excited and hopeful and passionate. And she had a lot of flexibility and choices, and like truly genuinely seemed to love her life. And I was like, I don't even know what this woman does all day, but I want to be around people who are enthusiastic like that and really loving their life. And so I thought, you know what? Worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I'll just quit. And we actually get all of our products at 50% off, and I'm very frugal. And so I thought, end of the day, worst case, I'll save money on my own products, like if nothing else. And I was so shy, you guys. I never would have been doing something like this literally in a million years. Like, I didn't even pick up the phone and make phone calls. It was bad. And so I was a very slow starter, but we don't have any like quotas or territories or requirements. So like I could literally just sprinkle this in as little or as much as I wanted. So I just like piddled around, and about 6 months in, my life changed. My car fell apart, and I thought, let's see if I can earn a free car at the company. I don't know if you guys have seen Mary Kay cars before, but that was like my first goal. And so I started working to earn my car, super part-time hours. I treated this like a part-time job. I worked like maybe 15 hours a week. And within 4 months of doing that, earned my first car. And really in the process of growing my business to a place where I earned that car was when I fell in love with the culture of Mary Kay. That our culture is like nothing else. Seriously, like it's just an environment where people really work to edify each other and build each other up and encourage each other, and that we all sharpen each other's edge so we can all become better. And I don't think I ever felt more like accepted and confident anywhere else in my life. Plus, I was having way more fun doing this and actually earning more money than my full-time job. And so I decided to move into leadership so that I could work with other people and show them how they could just have different choices, and that this could maybe be a piece of that puzzle and a vehicle to help them either earn some extra cash, build some confidence, or to completely transform their situation, So I actually took my business full-time at the end of that first year. So it's been full-time now for almost 14 years, which is so crazy. And I built most of those years single, 7 different moves. I moved to the DC area, and now I live in Southern Maryland in the middle of nowhere. So a little ways for most of you guys. Got married about 2 years ago, and my husband and I are expecting our first baby in April. And so I'm just excited to be able to have the flexibility to kind of be present for all the things with my son, and, still have a career that I love and still be able to empower other people to have lots of choices in their life. So anyway, that is kind of me in a nutshell. So I would love to know if you guys have any questions about anything. You can ask away. If you learned something new about the company that maybe you didn't know, you can comment and tell me that in the chat too. I'm like reading your comments because I can't read and talk at the same time. I have like squirrel brain. I get very distracted. Oh my gosh, how fun. Catherine, I love that. So fun. Okay, awesome. I love people's stories. I'm like totally a story junkie. So, all right, so we have a couple minutes left for our mask to dry, and I do want to show you a couple other products. So we're trying the TimeWise 3D on our face tonight, and I'll tell you more about this as we finish up this routine. But if you're somebody, this line is really for anybody, like I said, who's 20 or over, who wants to prevent early to moderate signs of aging, or who wants to like maintain their skin. But if you're somebody who's already visibly seeing the signs of aging and you want to reverse or repair, I would recommend our facelift in a box is what I call this. Okay, this is our TimeWise Repair. And this line is awesome. It works for all skin types, honestly. There is a foaming cleanser that's creamy. So it's a creamy texture. You add water, it gets to this really like rich, luxurious foam. And it literally, I always say it feels like you're washing your face with like a silk cloud because it's so soft and silky. And then the second step is actually a lifting serum. And this is basically like Spanx in a bottle for your face. Okay. Like people want to buy this in vats, but this will lift and firm and tighten. And then we have a day cream and a night cream. Day cream is your protection. It's got SPF 30. It has different antioxidants in it that are going to protect your skin throughout the day. And then the night cream actually has retinol in it, and it's a time release encapsulated retinol. So it's very gentle. So has anybody used retinol before? If you have, comment and tell me what your experience has been, because I hear mixed reviews. Okay. But I will tell you that if you talk to any dermatologist or any esthetician, they will tell you that retinol is like the gold standard for age fighting ingredients because it's derived from vitamin A. It will help to speed up your cell turnover, which starts to slow down in our 20s. And it actually helps you to reproduce the collagen and the elastin in your skin. So plump, firm, brighter, more even tone, less lines and wrinkles, like all the things that we want, right? And it's actually not ever too early to start using retinol as long as you're over age 20. Like, even if you don't see the signs of aging yet, it's actually better to start using retinol before you see the signs. Is what we have recently learned. But what's really amazing about this is that sometimes with retinol, some people experience, okay, that's our mask timer. Some people experience some like flakiness or like irritation or redness just because vitamin A actually speeds up that cell turnover. So it's causing your cell layer to like slough off faster, if that makes sense. But what's great about this is because it's time release, it's very gentle. And most people can use this right away and don't need to ease into it because of that. Okay. And you get like the benefits without sort of the potential side effects. And then finally, we have what I call our boxer eye cream. This is our eye renewal cream. Now, this stuff is awesome. It is probably like my favorite eye cream that we have. And the reason I call it the boxer eye cream is because of this metal tip. Can you guys see this metal tip? It's a Zamac tip. And that is the same kind of metal that boxers use in the ring. So when they get punched in the face and their eyes swell up, they put this like metal on there and it like depuffs everything so they can, see and get back in the ring. And so this metal tip, you actually squeeze the eye cream out of that little end, massage it in underneath, above the eye, the whole thing. And this is really, really excellent for dark circles, deep lines, and puffiness. Okay. All right. So that is our facelift in a box. Okay. That's what I recommend if you're in a place where you feel like you need to repair or reverse existing damage, or you just want like the very best we have in terms of age fighting, that would be it. And one other thing, just as we're talking about retinol that I want to show you is our new Clinical Solutions line. So Mary Kay launched a line about a year and a half ago. It's called Clinical Solutions. It's a dermacosmetic line, which basically means the intersection between a dermatological product, which like actually changes your skin, and a cosmetic product, which is more surface layer, if that makes sense. So something along the lines of what you would see at like a med spa, that kind of a quality of a product, okay? And so we have a line that has some different products in that line. We just came out with some new boosters, which are incredible. They're in the Clinical Solutions line. But this product in our Clinical Solutions is actually a retinol 0.5, and it is a pure retinol. So different from the night cream I was just showing you, where the night cream is encapsulated, so it's like slow time release. You can just start using this every day. For most people, that's fine. But for the retinol, this is a pure retinol, which means as soon as you put it on your face, it instantly absorbs into your skin. Plus side of that is that it's very potent. You're going to see like really dramatic results very quickly. For a lot of people, the downside of a pure retinol is like adverse side effects, right? Like flaking, redness, sunburn feeling, that kind of thing. So what Mary Kay did was when they came out with this, a couple things. The quality of the retinol is very, very high quality. And the way in which there's so much science to this, but the way in which the product is like incorporated and all of that makes a huge difference, or the ingredients rather. But Mary Kay also came out with a retinization process. So it's a 12 or an 8-week process, not 12 weeks. It's an 8-week process to allow your skin to get used to the retinol so that you can have the full impact without any of those side effects. And they also came out with this calming facial milk, which is like, it's got plant fatty acids. It's so incredible. You put this on, soothes your skin, keeps it hydrated. It's awesome. So for anybody who's already using anti-aging, if you're using one of the lines, you're seeing good results, but you like really want to see a dramatic difference with your skin, this stuff is incredible. And I have seen good results for people who also suffer from cystic acne. This can actually help a lot as well. So if those are any things that you struggle with, well, let me know. We also do have a full acne line. I'm not going to talk in detail about that tonight because it's very specific, right? Like that line is really for somebody who has like persistent, consistent acne and really needs something to get it under control. But the great thing about all the lines I'm showing you is that because they're all developed, manufactured, and tested in the same location, they can actually be mixed and matched. So I actually use a combination of 3 of our skincare lines, believe it or not, for my routine. So that's not true with every skincare line that's out there, but with ours, they actually build on each other. So they won't counteract, they'll actually like add to each other, which is pretty awesome. So, so between the 6 lines, we have a lot of combinations that can customize. Okay. All right. So I think we are ready to take our mask off and move on. So before we take the mask off, you guys can actually look and see the little, like where your pores are. You'll usually see like dark spots. And then do you guys see these white spots on my face? Look how fun. I blame pregnancy for this. I am like 32 weeks today, so lots of hormones happening. So these white spots you'll see those when you have like clogged pores, or if you have any bacteria or toxins in a pore, maybe you have a pimple brewing or one that's healing, you'll see bright white spots. So as gross as that is, I love when I see them because it means it's pulling the bacteria out instead of staying in my skin, and it will cause the breakout to just like dry up and go away. Okay. So to take the mask off, hopefully you already took your selfie. If you didn't, quick, take your selfie and then just get your cloth nice and wet and just lay it on your face, and it should soften the mask back up so that it comes off really gently. See how easy that comes off without having to pull and rub and tug. Okay, so somebody asked, I'm sorry I can't see your names, you guys. Somebody asked, I've used prescribed retinol for acne and it worked great after a ton of peeling. That's the nice thing about this, is that you don't have to go through that peeling process. But curious for aging and how to use with other products, like how often. So it depends on what kind of retinol you're using. With that pure retinol, initially when you start, you'll only use it once per week, like literally just one time, not even one day. It's just one time per week. And then you work your way up to a place where you could use it every single day if you wanted to. Use it at night, not generally in the morning. Use it at night. And the way in which you incorporate with other products depends on what the other products are, to be perfectly honest. Like there are certain things that you want to avoid it's called retinization. Like while you're allowing your skin to get used to the retinol, there are certain ingredients you want to avoid, like vitamin C, for example, on your skin. Vitamin C normally is incredible for your face, but there are certain things that when combined can lead to more likelihood of irritation. So like vitamin C would be something that you would avoid. Deep exfoliation, like that microdermabrasion we tried tonight, you avoid that during the retinization process. But after the 8 weeks, once your skin is used to it, you can reincorporate those things. So literally there's a lot of detail. Like we kind of give you this whole tracker and everything so that you can ease your skin and see really, really dramatic results. I don't know if you guys saw the before and after pictures I put in the group with the retinol, the Clinical Solutions retinol, but like, it's pretty crazy. Like some people literally look like they took 20 years off their face. It's pretty awesome. Isn't that crazy, Sarah? Your pores look crazy, right? I know. It's like I said, it's grossly satisfying. Here's the other benefit of the charcoal mask, you guys, is that it actually can help with anti-aging because, believe it or not, the majority of how we age actually has nothing to do with our genetics. 80% of how we age has to do with our lifestyle and our environment. So that's like, all the stuff we know we should do, like eating well and drinking enough water and exercising and all that kind of stuff, right? But also our stress level. And then environmental factors. So, like studies have shown that people who live the majority of their life in urban settings because of the pollution and the, just all the stuff in the air, tend to age more quickly usually than people who live the majority of their life in like the country where the air quality is better, right? And so all of that stuff impacts our skin. And think about all the stuff that gets on the windshield of your car and like your eyeglasses, the windows of your house, all that kind of stuff gets all of our face inside of our pores, and it can cause a lot of damage over time. So clearing it all out with a charcoal mask really helps, okay? All right, so hopefully you guys have gotten the mask off, and if you just feel your face, like it's probably going to feel crazy soft. It might feel a little dry and ready for some moisturization. Okay, so super crazy soft. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to finish our daily routine, okay, our Time-Wise 3D daily routine, and we are going to start with the eye cream. So go ahead and find your eye cream. It's the one on the end. It should say Age Minimized 3D eye cream. It's the only one that says eye cream, okay, and the bottle looks like this, and you're just going to take a little bit of this on your finger, your ring finger. It's the weakest finger on the hand. And you just want to be very gentle and pat under the eyes. If you are not wearing eye makeup like I am, you can also do your lid. I mean, I could, it'll just make a mess for no reason, but this one is safe to use on the lid and the under eye, just like our other eye cream was that I showed you. And what I love about this eye cream is that this will help to brighten the under eye area. It does an excellent job of brightening. I swear it's the only reason I don't have dark circles. It also helps to prevent the formation of fine lines around the eyes, hydrates, and we definitely need something different for the eye area because that's where we age first, right? Smile lines, crow's feet, dark circles, all that kind of stuff. So anybody who's like 18 or over, I recommend a good eye cream. The skin is like the most delicate. It's like tissue paper, okay? So we're just going to gently pat under the eyes. Another product that you guys don't have in your sample pack, Emily, you might have one though, is I want to just show you guys this because these are so incredibly popular and they're awesome. So these are our hydrogel eye patches. I always say these are basically like 8 hours of sleep in a jar, okay? So even if you're not getting 8 hours of sleep, you can look like you did. But they have, look, they're like super wet. If I tip it too far, it's just going to drip everywhere. But these little jellies, they look like commas in my opinion, like a little fishy or something. Aren't they pretty though? They're like kind of sparkly. Okay, so you take this, you put it right underneath your eye, just like that. Don't put it in your eye. And you put it under both eyes, but it's like an instant, like soothing, cooling, and super hydrating. You wear them for 20 minutes and they help to depuff. They super hydrate the under eye area. So they're really good for getting rid of lines, all that kind of stuff, dark circles. And these are meant to be worn like twice a week for 20 minutes. So like as an extra treatment under the eye area. So if you have a special occasion coming up, for sure, I always recommend doing these the day of. If you just need that extra pick me up, and they're great because they just like stick on your eye. You can go drink your morning coffee, take your morning walk, whatever. You can put this on at night when you're relaxing, watching a show, falling asleep, any of that stuff. And then after you take them off, you just pat in a little bit of eye cream afterwards. But these seriously will save you if you want to look like you're getting 8 hours of sleep. Okay. All right. So last thing that we're going to do, well, we have two last things, is our pore minimizer. I didn't forget. So the pore minimizer is the second step of our microdermabrasion. So we just need a little bit of that serum because again, we exfoliated, we opened up our pores, and then we cleared them out with the charcoal mask. And now we want to like tighten them back up. Okay. This eye patch is taking up half of my face. Okay. So our pore minimizer is sucking those pores closed. And then for the daily routine, so our Time-Wise 3D daily routine, okay, we used the 4-in-1 cleanser. That's what we would do in the morning. We did a little bit of eye cream. And now we're going to use either day or night cream. I think all of you are on the East Coast, so I would pick night cream, but you do you, okay? So you have a day cream and a night cream in your packet. And you guys, there's plenty in here that you should be able to have multiple uses in your packet. So just use a little bit. I recommend using less than you think you need, honestly, because you can always add more. And most of the time, people tend to overuse the day and the night creams. Like when I tell you you only need a pea-sized amount for your whole face, like I'm not even exaggerating. Like this is about how much I use for my entire face. And sometimes there's extra for my neck, okay? So take a little bit of that night cream. And you're just going to gently massage this all over the skin. And the difference between the day and the night cream, these are basically going to be your daily. This is very hard to put on with this eye patch. But these are essentially your daily moisturizers. as well as anti-aging. So the day cream you're going to put on in the morning, wear it throughout the day. It's going to protect your skin from all of the environmental factors that we talked about. There's vitamin B3 in here. There's something called resveratrol, which is a really powerful antioxidant. Like it actually reverses aging in the skin and the body. And then at night when you go to bed, your night cream also is going to hydrate and balance, but it has peptides in it, which are basically proteins, and it's going to help your skin repair and renew while you sleep at night. So during the day, you have your protection. At night, you have your renewal. Okay. And they both are meant to hydrate and balance your skin for about 10 to 12 hours. You put them on in the morning. At night, you have 24 hours of moisturization. Just like your cleanser was customized for your skin, your day and night creams are also. So if you have oily skin or combination skin, your day and night creams are actually going to help to control extra oil and balance. If you have more normal or dry skin, they're going to hydrate. There's no oil control in there because you don't really need that, right? And so the daily routine is super, super simple. Literally throwing things on the floor. You're just going to cleanse in the morning with the 4-in-1 cleanser, pat on a little eye cream, and then you put on your day cream. That's it. At night, you're going to cleanse with the cleanser again, same cleanser, same eye cream, and then a little bit of night cream. In literally just doing those 3 steps, you guys, morning and night, you get 5 of the daily skincare steps. You get all the added benefits of the anti-aging in the form of the vitamin B3, the resveratrol, the peptides, and the SPF. And you get an added benefit of an eye cream, okay? It literally would take you like 2 minutes because I'm not going to be talking at you. And the cool thing about the Time-Wise 3D is that it's really designed to shield your skin from the environment and strengthen your skin internally. So it's going to prevent, like I said, early to moderate signs of aging. And within just 4 weeks, you'll see a difference. Like your skin is going to be brighter, more even, less redness, reduction in fine lines, and more clarity, meaning less breakouts, okay? And dropping things on the floor. And so that's like the foundation. Like I always say, our Time-Wise 3D is like brushing your teeth every day. This is not like over the top luxury. I mean, it feels like it because seriously, like your face, my face always feels like I left the spa. Like I always, my skin is like baby soft all the time. And I love how my skin feels when I use these products. But when I say it's not luxury, I mean like this is like the bare basics of what we should be doing for our skin every day. Just like we should brush our teeth every day, right? But then if we add something else in, like the charcoal mask, you know, or the microdermabrasion, these would be the equivalent of like whitening your teeth. Okay. So this is like an added treatment that you're going to see a pretty immediate difference, but neither one takes the place of the daily routine. And if you had to pick and choose, the daily routine is the most important thing you can be doing for your skin because it's really going to give you all the kind of full circle benefits that you want. Okay. The very last thing that you have in your pack there is this pale pink packet. And this one is called the Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. Do you see that? Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. So find that one. Now this, I really think is like an unsung hero in our line. I love this product. This is like a drink of water for your face. Okay. So you'll notice this one is much different looking than the charcoal mask. It's still a mask. Okay. But it's a gel. So you can put this on your face, wear it for 10 minutes and wash it off like a traditional mask. But my favorite way to use this, and this is how I'm going to recommend that you all do it now, because it's almost 9 o'clock. Like maybe you're going to go out tonight. I don't know if you do. More power to you. I'm not that fun on a Monday anymore. But if you're not going anywhere, leave this on your face, let it dry, and then sleep with it on and wear it as an overnight mask. Okay. And then tomorrow morning when you get up, wash your face, go about your routine, you're going to notice your skin is going to be so soft, so hydrated, because this basically attracts moisture into the cells and it helps your skin to act like a sponge basically. And you want moisture in your skin. So even if you have oily skin, you want moisture. Oil and hydration are different things. So this is really going to help to plump and firm the surface of the skin. So you know how when your skin is like distressed, like maybe you had a cold or have been eating well or sleeping a lot or whatever, you can see it in your skin, right? And, you know, I don't know, for me, I was looking at myself and I'm like, oh, I look a little haggard, you know, and you can start to see like fine lines pop up. So this really helps to just restore that moisture back to your skin and rejuvenates. You guys are so funny with the petting your faces. All right. So I'm excited to see how you guys love this gel mask as well. Oh my goodness. So we went through a lot of products. So I am going to kind of recap some specials and all of that, but I want to know, what did you guys like the best? Like, what were your favorite products you put on your face? Which ones were you most excited about? And remember, whatever products you're most excited about, you want to write them on your little beauty experience sheet here, okay? And as you guys are commenting and telling me which products you like most, I just want to remind you that if you fall in love with something and you decide to purchase something, a couple things, you're going to be helping Emily to get some more credit. So she's excited about that. She's already getting free product because you guys showed up. Okay. But if you decide to purchase anything, you're going to be supporting her. But also you have that 100% money back guarantee. So you can feel really confident about any purchases. I will make sure that you're loving everything that you're using. And you know what? You're supporting a company that is really focused on giving back, like we talked about. So I do want to share with you some specials in case there's anything you're interested in. And then I have 3 quick questions I'm going to ask you here for you to get your gift card. Okay. So hang on like 1 more minute for those questions. So if you're excited about product, you can take advantage of some specials tonight. I will also post these in the group just in case I talk too fast. Okay. But the first thing is our Time-Wise 3D skincare set we use tonight is called our Miracle Set. So that's our 4-in-1 cleanser, our day cream, our night cream, and our eye cream. Right away together, when you get that as a set, you're going to save. So this is $120. So you're getting a little discount when it's all together as a set. I find most people get this to last between 4 to 6 months. So it's really affordable. If you start here, you can choose any other one set half off. Okay. And so, for example, if you loved the microdermabrasion that we did on the face or the back of the hand, this normally retails for $58, but you could get it tonight for just $29 with your skincare set, okay? Or if you're excited about our multi-masking set, which is the charcoal mask, that amazing gel mask we used, the mask applicator, this normally goes for $61, but you get it for $30 and 50 cents, okay? Or if you loved the Sonic brush, this whole system is $75, but you get it for $37.50, which is like a crazy amazing price for this brush. Okay. Or if you're like, oh my gosh, I loved everything that we did. I want the skincare set. I want the microdermabrasion. I want the multi-masking set. That normally it's over a $240 value, but you can get it tonight for just $199. Okay. So just know that. And I will reach out and follow up with you guys afterward. But I would love for you to do me a favor. Down here in the bottom or on your piece of paper, whatever you're writing on, make 1, 2, 3. I have 3 quick questions for you. I'm just going to have you answer, and then I will have you take a picture of this so you can get your gift card. Okay. So question number 1, you're going to answer me by writing yes or no, thank you. Okay. And the question is just, would you like for me to be your Mary Kay girl? Okay. If you already work with someone, you're already getting Mary Kay products with somebody else, please just write no thank you here, because we always honor and respect that relationship that you have with somebody. And I appreciate you coming tonight and like joining us and having fun and treating your skin and supporting Emily. But I want to make sure that you continue that relationship that you already have. Okay. If you don't already have a Mary Kay girl, I would love to be her. And you can write yes. Okay. And that entitles you, like we talked about, to that 100% money back guarantee. I also have a group where I do like giveaways and tips and tricks and tutorials on Facebook. I also do a monthly special that you can take advantage of. And then your birthday month, you get a lot of freebies and discounts and deals and fun stuff. So there's a lot that you'll get. Okay. So for number 1, you can write yes or no, thank you. Question number 2, you're going to write free or me. Okay. Free or me. Free means that you're like, this was fun. I totally would love to share something like this with my girlfriends, and I'm all about free stuff. Okay. And so if you could get excited about doing a virtual session like this with some of your girlfriends, we can do it right through Facebook. We could do it through Zoom, however you want to do it. When you pull some people together, so long as we schedule that tonight, we can just pick a time that you think works well for you. You get a $50 shopping spree with me. So you can take advantage of that tonight if you want to. You can save it, whatever you want to do. Okay. But when we schedule that, you're also going to be gifting Emily another $25 in credit. And I know you guys love her because she invited you and let you get your skin all nice and soft and smooth. And so, I would love to be able to gift her with lots more free stuff. Okay. So if you're like, yeah, this was super easy, I could totally get some girlfriends together, I want a $50 shopping spree, go ahead and write free for number 2. And I love Emily and I want to give her more free. Okay, write free for number 2. And you guys, the date of your session, you can also qualify for a lot more free. Like my goal is to get you everything you want free. Okay. And if you're thinking, oh, that's not really my speed, but you know what? Follow up with me individually. Just write me for number 2. Okay. And then the last question, number 3 is, if you would be willing to help me out with a challenge that I'm in, my team and I have this really, really big goal. And so I'm looking to share with a couple people just a little bit more about our company, the opportunity. It doesn't mean you have to have interest necessarily, but if you're just willing to help me, you would watch a little YouTube video. It's like 7 minutes. It might even be less than that. It's really short. It's like, I think it's 7 minutes. And it just shares a little bit more about the company, the opportunity. And then I would just give you a call to like answer your questions, get your feedback. And just for giving your opinion, you get to choose either a lip gloss or a mascara. It's like a purse-sized lip gloss or mascara. And you get your name into a $100 cash drawing that we're doing. So for number 3, if you're willing to just help me out with that, just write lip gloss or mascara for number 3. Okay. All right. I think we are almost done. The last thing I just want to tell you quickly is that there's actually 4 ways you can take advantage of Mary Kay. I don't know if you guys realize that. And so I'm just going to have you write whichever one resonates with you. You can write it at the top of your sheet or anywhere in your sheet. You're just going to write 1, 2, 3, or 4 for me. So the first way you can take advantage of Mary Kay is you can shop with me. You can be a customer. You can pay full price for your product. I love my customers because this is my livelihood, like I said. And so you make a difference for me, you know? So I love my customers. So if that sounds good to you, you can write 1. Okay. The second way you can take advantage of Mary Kay, I call it kind of like the Costco membership. So you might be like me. Like I told you before, I'm very frugal. I love a good deal. Okay. And literally for just $30, you can sign up with something called an eStart, and it gives you access to be able to get all of your own products at 50% off. And if you want to share the products with anybody else in your life, like family or coworkers or friends, you can earn 50% when you sell something. So I consider that kind of like a Costco membership. Like you want to save some money. Maybe you want to save some money with your family and friends, pay $30, you can get started. So that's number 2. If that sounds good to you, you can write number 2. Third one is as a side hustle. So that's kind of how I started off with my business, earning an extra $500, $2,000 a month, just kind of sprinkling a little bit here and there. And now primarily working, from your phone. And you still can sign up for just $30 for that. So if you can get excited about earning some extra cash, saving money on your own products, being able to use everything head to toe and have it be like tax write-off, right, number 3, because that would be as a side hustle. And then the 4th way you can take advantage of Mary Kay is you can do what I do. And you can be in a position where you're leading and mentoring a team of other people and helping them to grow successful businesses and, just having different choices in your life, driving a free car, earning a 6-figure plus income, and just like taking advantage of it all. So that'd be number 4. So I'm just curious, like where you are right now, what way you would want to take advantage of Mary Kay. So you can write 1, 2, 3, or 4 on your sheet. And I just want to let you know that if you're thinking, you know what, that Costco membership or side hustle sounds good, or I'd love to do what you do. Like I said, you can get started for just $30. It's called an eStart. If you do that tonight, you actually qualify for a free jar of our hydrogel eye patches. And this is a $40 jar. So you're actually making money on that because for $30, you get a $40 product. You can sell the product, reimburse yourself, give it as a gift, whatever you want to do with it. So anyway, I appreciate you guys spending time with me. Do me a favor, take a picture of this now with your phone. Just take a screenshot, text it to me or private message me in Facebook with this, and I will message you back and let you know what your gift card is. If you're watching the replay, be sure that you do this right away after you watch the replay so that it's within 24 hours of Monday night. And I will follow up with you for you to take advantage of that. And I hope that you guys had fun. It was so great to spend time with you. And if you have any questions at all about anything, you can message me, you can comment. I'll come back and answer any questions that I might have missed. Yes, the Time-Wise Repair set, I'm going to put that. I'll also post that in the group so you can see. Yep. Awesome. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. You have a great rest of your night, and I will be watching for your messages, and I will be in touch.